Hello, and welcome to Beyond Common Business Secrets podcast. We are so excited that you are here. So, I am your host, Tracey Watts Cirino, and today we are going to talk about aligning your business with your soul's mission to truly unlock prosperity. Now, that sounds exciting to me. This is the type of excitement that just gives you like all the good tingles and just gets my soul so excited. So today's topic is very meaningful and it is very timely to what is currently happening in the world and with businesses at large. So in our episode today, you are going to learn actionable insights to integrate a lot of the different practices, to integrate the purpose and different practices into your business for a lasting success, fulfillment, and more abundance. And one of the reasons this topic is so important is when we look at business and just like have only the goal of money or no goal at all, just like, oh, I'm doing this because I don't know, maybe someone told me to at one point and I don't have no idea why I'm here. I end up coaching and mentoring so many clients that have no idea why they ended up in their corporate job, why they're, a doctor, even why they're doing a business that their heart's not in. So it's kind of like we are in this sort of business spiritual awakening in the sense that more and more people want to feel good about what they're doing and be truly aligned. And what has been proven time and time again is that when you are purposeful and intentional and you are living in this state of alignment, you get wealth and abundance in many ways that go far beyond just like cash in hand, right? So we want to think about sort of healing this wound that we have as a society. There are so many people that are not feeling fulfilled. And even if they have money, it doesn't feel good. So then they don't feel prosperous. So as we sort of all come together and heal this and really get in intentional, purposeful alignment with what we're really here to do and who we want to serve, this is what I find more and more entrepreneurs, small business owners, they are really seeking this state of fulfillment, of impact, like knowing they're making a difference, freedom, and financial success. It's not, just financial success, which is what many of us started out going after in business. I mean, raise your hand if you're in a place that you can do that. It's like, in the beginning of business, I thought, yeah, like you just wanted to do it for profit, because you want to be profitable and take care of your family. That was kind of like the only goal. As the years went on and I learned different things about burnout and when things were out of alignment, this story unfolded a lot different. So this is about healing the world of all of this so that we can have a business that aligns with our, soul's mission. It feels good in our heart and soul. It feels like we're making a difference. We're making an impact. We may even be changing the world through writing kindness notes. I mean, it doesn't have to be something mega huge, right? But it also could be something mega huge, like figuring out a natural cure for cancer, getting all the toxic chemicals and pharmaceutical level disease things out of our food supply and water supply. Like it could be that you are doing something mega, but we want to know that we are in alignment to our own unique like soul blueprint in the process. So what we're going to dive into first is like defining prosperity and purpose in business. So when we look at what true prosperity means, right? It's not just money. It's like what we were saying. It's about fulfillment. It's about creating this work-life harmony. Some people will call it balance, use words that are empowering for you. Some people, it's about making a difference and having an impact and having freedom. When we're in that alignment, then we get to live in a state that feels expansive and as if we are really experiencing true freedom, because we have this sense of safety and security within our body. And then what happens is it becomes that like financial success is the byproduct of aligning with your true mission and purpose in that way. So when we're looking at this lens, when we look at it through this lens, it's really about, when it's through this lens in your business, it's really about what feels good to you. Like, what do you want to be known for? I even ask a lot of my clients to write out what you want people to say at your funeral. Like, what do you truly want to be known for? What do you want people to say when you're not here? This allows you to really live your life from a sense of creating the impact that you want, right? Because there is a laundry list. We can open up the news or open up the news, whether no matter what form you take in your news, right? But we can open up the channel to let news in, and we will hear every day about people that were at the height of their game in business, sports, music, acting. It doesn't matter what, political, and they did something majorly destructive to create their own demise and downfall. That is a pure, like it's calling us in neon lights. It is a pure line of distinction, letting us know that that person was not in alignment with what their soul's mission was here to do. We see this over and over again. We might know people in our daily life that in our own circle that are guilty of this. I know that there was a long time when I was chasing the wrong thing, and then I was getting very different results than what my goals were. And I was out of alignment completely. And this led to complete burnout, fatigue, so many medical challenges. And I had to heal the multiple layers to come back from it. So the thing is that when we talk about the catastrophic effects of what misalignment can do, this is like, even like when we're living in misalignment and completely out of whack with our resources on the planet, we see a lot of natural disasters and catastrophes happen. So the thing is, we want to be always moving back to being in alignment. So when we are in alignment in our business, then we are much more likely to live a life of purposefully serving and really feeling fulfilled that we are making an impact, living our mission. And this will lead to fulfillment and, by osmosis, like more joy, happiness, and financial rewards, right? That come to you because of that. Now, there are many people that are completely out of alignment that are receiving financial success. And that is okay, because maybe unconsciously they're so unaware that they are out of alignment, or maybe that person actually is in alignment, even if the rest of us see them as very greedy and only care about money. We have no idea what's going on for other people. We can only tune in. This is not something that can be done by looking outside, right? So if you're multitasking, I want you to come back to me. This is definitely like noteworthy here. This is not something you can ever find by looking outside. right? It doesn't exist outside of yourself. It is something you have to do by looking within. So that is going to be so, so important. And when we move on to the connection between purpose and prosperity, when we really get clear and start to align what we really want, what truly makes our heart sing, what feels great for us and for our family, that is when we start to create more opportunities. We start to see more miracles unfold before us. We realize we have the tools and we have resources, and this leads us to more financial growth and sustainable success. When we're operating our life, like when we're running and creating our life and then operating our business from this place of purpose and really being in alignment with what our heart's desire, what our soul's mission is, this brings clarity and it brings this like newfound, it's almost like you have the best personal assistant on the planet, because with this newfound clarity, you are able to make business decisions with so much ease that it feels energetically expansive instead of it feeling like we're drained and crushed and all, it's just decision fatigue. Instead, when you're making decisions from this place in your business, you're going to feel this energetic alignment of expansion. And this allows us to then build a solid foundation, allowing for better marketing, better systems for our customer relationships, and product and service creation. So when you're coming at all of this in your business from this place of pure alignment and really listening to what you desire, like what does your heart desire? What did you hear that was best for you? Like if you're a manifestor, like what do you desire? If you're a generator, what's feeling right for you? And what are you really wanting to respond to? If you're a projector, you like what invitation feels most in alignment for you, because you're listening from the inside. So, so important. And as a reflector, you're going to see all of it. So what is best? Like it's kind of like, for the world. So here's the thing. When we're starting with that level of like absolute clarity that we're in alignment, we are able to create from a place that feels like you are safe, secure, and already prosperous in your body. So when we're able to do that, we create better things. Like, right, we magnetically attract the miracles, the possibilities, the resources that are going to have us level up. So that's why it's so important. Like when you take a few extra minutes when you're even just getting started to get in alignment before you walk out the door in the morning, you will automatically have more smiles from your staff members, less people cut you off. You get a parking spot when you're running, when you're like right on time and you need to run in a building. So many miracles unfold for you when you are operating from this level energetically. So the role of really being truly authentic to ourselves stands out more than anything else in business. Like authentic businesses stand out in every crowded market because they resonate deeply with the right audience. So don't ever let someone tell you what I was told when I was getting started in business, that, oh no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be yourself. You don't want to be cool. You got to do what everybody else is doing. That was the worst advice I was ever given. So do not make that mistake. Get really clear about what makes you unique and different. Be okay with that and use that for connecting with the right audience. Because when you're in alignment like that, you will magnetically attract all of those clients who really align with your values, your services, and then everything else becomes easier. There were times that I was like, oh wow, this amazing, like I would be wanting to hire someone and they were so amazing on paper, but maybe like something was off, like it wasn't syncing when we met in person. And early on, and when I was in early when I was just getting started and I was a very young leader. So very early on in my, one of my first businesses, I would try to force that, like do everything we could to like make it fit because I thought we really needed this person. They were so like great on paper. And it's like every time that was forced, it always came back to bite me in a bad way, in a bad place, because they actually weren't in alignment. And it just meant that what was on that paper was actually BS. So follow your instincts, trust your intuition. It every single time it was ever forced, it was such a bad business decision, a bad hiring decision, there's the wrong direction to go after. But every time it's like easy and simple, like one of the best things I can say is that, when I'm being completely in a state of meditation and I'm clearing my mind and it's like, what do you really want? It's like, I really want to help people just look and feel their most beautiful. Like I wanted to do that forever, right? And that is the underlying piece to everything I create, right? All the products that we sell, like the skincare we sell, the products that we recommend, all of our tech, not like all the technology, like so all the different courses, the CEO Power Code, the Beyond Common Essentials, all the books I've written, all stem from helping people look and feel their best, right? Even the business programs that we created have all been on this foundation. It's even the same reason why Beyond Common Business Secrets, the podcast exists. So it can be something that's so simple, and that is going to help you be in great alignment. So how you can like identify, like these are some practices of what you can actually do. These are like the tangible things that you can do. So how to identify your soul's mission is that you want to take the time to really go on a self-reflection journey and identify what your purpose and mission is. And this involves you asking yourself questions like I said before, like, what do you want to be known for? What would you like people to say at your funeral? What excites you? What are you most happy doing? What are you most happy talking about? What comes naturally to you? So often we miss these things because we maybe don't think that they would be that great in business. But honestly, what comes so natural to you that people are always like, oh my goodness, I would pay you so much money to do this. But you're like, what? Doesn't everyone have this natural skill? Though that is you being in a place of starting to get in alignment with what you were meant to do. What impact do you want to make in the world? Like maybe you have a dream or a wish or something on your heart that has been there since you were a little kid and you never shared it out loud. Write that down. It's like, ask yourself these questions and ask them over and over again and write them down. Write them down. This is going to be so, so important. And then you want to really get tapped into your zone of genius. So focus on what your strengths and passions are, what feels effortless, yet so meaningful. Like if you went and helped someone do something, it was so easy for you. You could do it all day, but your heart felt so good after. It felt so expansive. Like you were in the best mood ever. Like one of the things for me is that when I get to, speak on stage and really share from the heart, I feel amazing after. It's like one of like just my absolute zone of geniuses. It's like for some reason I can be very shy in a, group setting, but yeah, give me a microphone and I know it's time to share all of the lessons and things that have been profound in my life that I have really learned from. So, what is that for you? What feels effortless, but yet is so meaningful and so impactful? And then, you know, this is kind of we do this work like really deep in my one-to-one mentorship program. So we also do this there we do this a lot with our one-to-one clients too. So we also bring in some other like layers of helping you get there, like some shamanic practices, knowing your human design chart, the sway method, and really knowing your emotional codes. So we work with a lot of these. So I strongly encourage you, if this doesn't just flow, then get help, but those are great places to go. Um, though, any tool that can lead you there. But the number one thing I will tell you is that if you focus on asking yourself these questions, and doing what feels good, you will automatically find your purpose. I have found so many people that are like, oh, I have to find my purpose. I have to find my purpose. And I feel like I did this maybe for the first 25 to 30 years of my life. Like, oh, I don't know what my purpose is. And that made me push it away. The more I realized that you can make everything that you're doing purposeful, right? And by starting with what intuitively feels right in your body, you are going to go after what is best for you. And when you're following your heart on what's best for you, your purpose will naturally reveal itself. So that's a game changer. So that would be my number one suggestion and the best thing to start practicing. And then once you go through this, and if you need help with this, again, we have our, one-to-one mentorship program that is all about, it's all about creating your business by design. So we go deep into shamanic practices and human design layers so that you're bringing your best self forward. So I will include a link that you can book a strategy session, or even a mini information session if this is something that you would like more guidance on. It's so helpful to, get the aid of other people that can give you a unbiased and objective opinion. That's like the number one reason that you want to work with a mentor, you want to work with a coach. So definitely look into that. And some other things that you can do to align your business with your like soul's purpose is you want to infuse everything about you and your like purpose into your brand. So you want to make sure that this is integrated into your mission, into every aspect of your business. Like, this is not something that you figure out and just write down in your journal and then never share with anybody, right? You reveal it and you find it from the inside, but it's about birthing it out into the world. You're going to do this with your brand messaging. You're going to do this with your high level marketing strategy. You're going to do that with your client services. You're going to do this with your different products and everything that's in product development. So that's how we birth this into. This is why I say business is a spiritual game. And if you ever want to know what is best, like, you ever want to get to know yourself best and quickest, start a business because it reveals all of your shadows. It reveals all of the layers from a shamanic, practice of what you need to heal, what maybe is out of alignment, and where we need some nurturing, nourishing love and guidance. So this is all part of it. if you're already, in business, you've been in business a long time, then it's adding these layers. By going deep within, you're going to level up your brand messaging. It's going to be clearer than ever before. You're going to have a marketing strategy that feels in alignment with who you are, what your soul's here to do, and where you want to go. Your client service menu is going to feel like, oh yeah, that's what I do. And the product development is going to keep evolving and getting better and better. So when you look at where your business is currently, and then identify areas where you might be out of alignment, like, hey, I've been pushing on this thing for a while and it's really getting me no traction. Maybe you've got to go at it a different way. Maybe there's something that needs to be healed. Maybe you haven't asked yourself enough truth-seeking questions that help you heal an area. So where it's like, where can you bring more of your passion? Like, what are you excited about? When you go with what you're excited about, this allows you to have the type of work that feels mission driven, that people can feel, right? That people can feel in their, when they're in your presence. It feels different than everybody else that does what you do. So, so often you can have like 100 different chiropractic offices, 100 different veterinarians, 100 different high-end boutiques, 100 different skincare clinics. You can have 100 different salons and spas. But when you find the one that's right for you as a client, you're like, oh yeah, this is my place. I feel it here. You in your business have to be the person that creates that for your clients. So they're like, wow, yeah, that's the place, right? There is a million coaches, and especially coaches that can help you with business. But my clients know that, I am here to help female business owners and entrepreneurs create their dream business, right? Create their dream business and get paid, right? Like it's all like they need to have profits. And this is so that they can live their best life. Like that is through and through what I do in every book I write, in every stage I speak on. But it's an energetic feeling, an energetic exchange. That's how people know that they're right for you, for me, and for everyone else that they want to hire to do business with. So it's really important that you just look at your current, just look at what's currently happening in your business and identify the areas that are out of alignment. This is where when you just are like, okay, maybe I'm just not as excited about this, but maybe if I add a little, remind myself what I'm really passionate about in this area, see what happens. This is going to help you really, if you're starting from, if you're starting from scratch, this is going to really help you build a area of your business that really aligns with your soul's purpose. If you are looking at this as this is time to get a reshape, a realignment, or just like that resurge, right? This is like the shot of business spirit that I need. That is going to help you align with your soul's purpose by really, really figuring out what am I passionate about here? This is so important. When it comes to setting your values and designing your offerings, this will help ensure that every decision that you make supports the greater mission. It can be something as simple as when you're starting from this place of alignment and you're making sure that your values are in play, that you're being true to your values. You're not just making up crazy values because that's what someone told you to do in a business seminar. Are your values reflected in how you do business? Because when that's out of alignment, it creates havoc. And more, while we work with our clients on shamanic practices and going deeper, is because so often we forget that as women, we are here for this bigger purpose, right? Like we are here to serve, not always be doing, because we naturally take care. Like telling a business book title that leaders eat last is not the best advice for female entrepreneurs, because they would always feed their children first, right? They give that of themselves. So to say that to them, sometimes it makes us feel like, oh no, we're not giving enough. And then we do more out of alignment, when really by getting in alignment, you'll actually do less, but then you open yourself up to receiving all of the help, the resources, the benefits of what is truly possible for you and your business. So that is how we get to that next level in our business. And it allows us to really, when we come at it from this place of alignment, it unlocks our long-term prosperity. So if we can look at this like, okay, one of the biggest challenges I hear every day from business owners is, oh my God, I'm so sick of telling everybody what to do. I'm so exhausted. I have to tell everybody what to do at home. I have to tell everybody what to do in the business. Oh my goodness, I've already trained people. I already have it all written down. Why are they still asking me? And what that is, it's like decision fatigue. So if you want to turn that around and get to a place of flow and ease in your decision-making process, you want to discuss how decision-making really is intuitive and it's really aligned, right? So you need to kind of open yourself up for that. So when you're making decisions just from your mind of what you think is right, you are probably making a lot of stressful decisions. But when you tap into what feels right intuitively and what is in alignment with where you're clear on your purpose, everything flows. This is like you open up the floodgates to flow and ease, and there's less hesitation, there's more leading and quicker success. Instead of you feeling like you have to control what everyone's doing, you are able to intuitively say, hey, this is the decision-making process. I know you'll do what's best, because you've already trained people to do that, right? So that it starts with you first doing it for yourself and trusting yourself. Then it's how you set up your training systems and strategies within your organization to make sure that is trickled down in all of your leaders and all of your A players on your team. And then every new hire, it's the same thing. So when you really create this from this place, you have like resilience, right? There's more resilience through this alignment. So when you're coming at this from a place of purpose, you're more likely to overcome obstacles because you have a strong sense of like why you're doing it. So it's not hard to make a decision. It's just simple. And it kind of eliminates people asking like, well, should I do this or this? They'll know because the why is so strong. And this passion is what fuels the perseverance of everyone on your team. So there have been so many studies done that will show you that when people feel energetically aligned to the business that they are working with, those people are more engaged, those people are more helpful, and those are the people that are going to help you grow to the next level, because it's everybody's collective ideas, energy, and thoughts that help you grow, right? So it's so, so important. So some common challenges and how to overcome them. So often, literally 99% of female business owners that we have surveyed say that they often have imposter syndrome and self-doubt. So many purpose-driven entrepreneurs will struggle with self-doubt. That just means you're alive. We need that means you're alive. Like that is totally normal and it's okay. We just cannot set up camp there. So you want to understand that that might be something that you feel for a moment, but we want to have tools and resources and strategies in place that allow you to overcome any of these like mental or emotional roadblocks so that you can stay committed to your mission. And that's again, those are different, lots of different strategies that you can use there. Some of the things that we use to help, we go deep on shamanic practices. We work with the emotion code, and we work with EFT tapping, human design, and many different things that help us help our clients overcome imposter syndrome and self-doubt. Oftentimes you'll be in a situation where there's like a fear of change. So when you are pivoting or realigning or taking this list of questions that you now have to ask yourself, and you are going to start being in purposeful alignment, you are going to have some of these fears pop up. You're going to have imposter syndrome. You're going to have some self-doubt. And that's okay. You can say, okay, I see you there. And now I'm going to continue to realign with a more purposeful vision for what's on the inside. That's what I want to be reflective of my business on the outside. So the more that you know it's coming and trust that it's all part of the growth plan, you'll be able to walk yourself through overcoming the fear of change, imposter syndrome, and self-doubt, and different things that come up. Other things that happen are that people always ask about, well, how do I balance purpose with profit? Like, I don't get that. So here's the thing. So often there's a misconception that like if you are in alignment with your purpose and doing what feels right for your energy, people will think like, oh, I wouldn't be profitable then, because you're like, oh yeah, I wouldn't be doing enough. Oh no, I have to work super hard and you have to do all these things. So often it goes with this. It's like a very strong misconception of what we were fed, that you have to do things only one way. And here's the thing, just play with it, right? Just play with it. You don't have to go completely to where you feel like everything is turned on its head. Just play with it. Get curious, right? When you are in alignment with what you're here to do, you will be more profitable. But that involves you giving up a lot of the beliefs that have only got you so far, that are keeping you stuck and keeping you from reaching the level of financial success and personal fulfillment that you truly desire. So you want to really look at this. So much of the things that we will uncover for some of our clients is that their pricing is just off. That when we walk them through one of our programs, that's like, like profitable pricing and pricing for prosperity and profitability, it changes everything. It's just like a simple thing. So there are so many things that it could be, and know that the more in alignment you are, the quicker you will reveal those, and the faster you will become both like feeling of you'll have that like innate feeling of alignment, and it'll feel more fulfilling, and yay, and you're super profitable, because that's really what we want, right? So it's really going through this. So I hope that you found this super helpful, and just get started with asking yourself some of these questions. It's like getting to a place where you have a couple of minutes, even if it's just 5 minutes, to have no distractions, and you can just think and ask these questions. This is going to help be that first step on your road to truly coming into your soul's alignment. So we want to just summarize a few of the key points, and that is that by aligning your business with your soul's mission, clarity, prosperity, fulfillment, and impact, you will actually get to make that true soul alignment with what you're here to do in both your life and business. And I encourage each one of you to take a moment to stop. If you can't do it this minute, put it on your calendar of that of taking the moment to evaluate how aligned you are in your business and where you feel out of alignment so that you can truly align your soul's mission, that making that first step in doing that today would be best. Second best is putting it on your calendar and making the time to do it this week. This is going to be, journaling. If you need even more help, you want to schedule a discovery session with me, I will put the link in the show notes. So go ahead and book a discovery session with me, and we can figure out what is the best course of action if you need more help in this area. And as always, we have lots of tools for you. So I will share a tool that we call the 7 layers. This is a tool you can use to really reveal a lot of things that might be keeping you blocked and stuck. So that will be in the show notes as well. And you can grab that and really start to deepen your level of intuitive awareness. And this is the first step for you getting really clear on what your soul's, and what your soul's purpose is. As always, please share this episode with a fellow business owner bestie that you know will get value. And please let us know in the comment section, wherever you are listening to this podcast, what you like best, what was your biggest takeaway, and how just inform us of how you are putting this into practice. And we have a very exciting season of episodes coming up. So if there's anything in particular you would like us to cover, please make sure that you are a member of our private Facebook group, Beyond Common Business Secrets, and let us know inside the Facebook group what you would like to see more of. As always, stay beyond amazing and share this episode with a friend, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.